Welcome to Cozy Noah Vibes, where we listen, relax, and find peace. I'm your host, Noah. Thank you so much for tuning in. Tonight, we have a special guest, Vanessa, who will guide us through the charming streets of Toronto, Ontario, on a beautiful autumn day. Let's take a moment to get comfortable in bed before we begin tonight's story. Snuggle under your blankets, cocooning yourself into the warmth and safety of them. When you found the right spot, take a deep inhale through your nose and exhale out through your mouth. And again, breathing in deeply, imagining any tension in your body or mind leaving with the exhale. With each breath, visualize tension flowing down through your body and out through the tips of your toes. It's okay if you sense tension or stress as you inhale, but just use the exhale to gradually let it all go. Bit by bit, unhurried and naturally, continue to follow the calming pattern of your breathing as we wander the grid like streets of Toronto, covered in autumn leaves. Feel the crisp breeze and hear the sound of crunching underfoot. We're in no rush this evening, so at the pace of your breath, meander along just like our leisurely walk. And with that, I'll hand over to Vanessa as we step into the vast country of Canada where our story begins. You stand on a quiet street, taking in the yellow, orange, and red colors on the branches around you and the crumpled brown leaves underfoot. Narrow brick houses line the street to your left, and across the road, children in woolly sweaters are swinging in the park. Families sit on benches, chatting and laughing as they sip on steaming mugs of hot cocoa and warm apple cider. You can hear the gentle hum of an electric streetcar and the voices of people talking and laughing a few blocks away. Wandering down the street, you pass an older couple walking their dog, who nod and smile at you. Soon, you arrive at Queen Street, a main road filled with life. Traffic crawls by, and horns honk, but this doesn't stop people from enjoying a leisurely day. Bundled up groups of friends huddle together on patios, enjoying the last days of the year before winter takes their gatherings indoors. As you pass, you catch the scent of foods from around the world. Al pastor goes, steaming bowls of pho, sizzling falafel, freshly chopped sushi, and garlicky pasta. One of the best parts of living in this city with people from all over the world is getting to taste delicious food. You pass by thrift shops, a staple of this trendy part of town, where stylishly dressed mannequins seem to wave at you from window displays. Stopping for a moment at the art store in a one-story brick building, you admire the handmade jewelry, clothing, greeting cards, and even typewriters made by local artists. While this area of the city isn't far from the center, it feels almost like a small town. You warm up in the shop while chatting with the owner. A jewelry maker from the West End comes in to drop off more stock. You're the first to see some of the beautiful designs and gorgeous stones she's made. Stepping back out into the crisp air, you cross the street and enter a cafe. Giant pumpkins are resting on bales of hay in the back of the eatery, bringing forth memories of fall. Exploring pumpkin patches, picking apples at the orchard, and trick-or-treating for Halloween when you were a child. You smile at the memories and order a warm apple cider to go. As soon as you smell the hot drink, it whisks you back to your childhood days once more. But when you step outside, your mind refocuses on the present moment, for the fall scene that greets you is too beautiful for you to be thinking of other things. Streetcars scoot down the road on their tracks, and wires that match the red leaves on the trees. You walk further along the street, passing an independent bookstore, gazing at the display of books in the window. You look forward to the autumn and winter days ahead, curled up inside some of your local cafes, reading. But today, you want to take advantage of the sunny, mild weather and explore. Continuing west down Queen Street, you pass by the Broadview Hotel. This Romanesque style building used to tower over the city, but now it looks at home amongst the high-rise apartment buildings. Its impressive architecture made this a popular social club in the early 1900s. You decide to pop inside and take the elevator up to the rooftop, where some of the glamour of the 1920s still remains. Once at the top, you pass by people ordering drinks and sitting in booths and on leather bar stools. You find one to perch on so you can get a bird's eye view of the city. Then, you order a coffee, let the mug warm your hands as you watch everything happening down below you. Old blackened brick buildings meet sleek modern ones, and muted colors are broken up by patches of colorful trees and green spaces. The breeze touches your cheeks as you take in the view. The people below, who are going about their day all wrapped up in scarves, look tiny from up here, removed from the direct noise of the street. There's a sense of calm on the rooftop. You enjoy living in a place for distinct seasons. It seems as if things are always changing, just like the ever-changing city itself, with its new restaurants, new shops, and new faces, but always the same streets. The sun glitters on the windows of nearby buildings as you finish your coffee and head back down to street level. Continuing west, you cross the Don Valley Bridge next to a rattling streetcar and marvel at the way some buildings in this area are so new, and others are over 200 years old. Then, you walk south, following the dried-up river, and come to a hidden park with scattered families sitting on blankets having picnics. The leaves are thicker on the ground here, and they crunch underfoot as you walk. Birds hop from branch to branch, serenading the picnickers with their songs. Exiting the park, you walk west again, past the shops and restaurants of the Canary District. Once an industrial area with only one diner called the Canary, the neighborhood is now a thriving residential area. Still, they keep the name to honor their history in the city. The street widens into a promenade lined with trees dedicated to countries that participated in the Pan Am Games. Their leaves, too, are changing color with the season. White fluffy clouds float in the sky as you make your way to the historic distillery district, while only spanning a few blocks. This part of the city is filled with interesting stories, art, and people. The narrow cobbled lanes, brick buildings, and black metal gates welcome you to the area. It almost feels like a city within a city, protected as a historical place. High-rises surround this part of town, but there are none in the small streets of the district. Tourists amble from shop to shop, buying maple candies and locally made chocolate. Artists hurry in and out of galleries, carrying blank canvases, their pants stained with paint. You can see the thin sea ant hour in the distance to the west. Its point shoots up above the rest of the skyline. It's not far, but it feels worlds away compared to the squat old buildings of the distillery district. As you walk down the lane, you notice a chocolate shop and decide to step inside. A rich smell meets your nose when you open the door, and the woman behind the counter smiles and gives you a small wave. You're lucky enough to have come on one of the days when they're making fresh chocolate in the factory at the back of the shop, joining some other customers in front of a glass window. You watch the liquid chocolate moving round in a giant stainless steel mixer that is so big it almost takes up the full room. Co-platerists are pouring the liquid chocolate into different trays and mixing it with flavors before placing the trays in a fridge. You wander around the shop, looking at all the varieties of chocolate they have. Raw chocolate, brownies, cookies, bars of every flavor from Newfoundland sea salt to Ontario ice wine. You pick out a few goodies to share with friends later, and then leave the shop and head back onto the cobbled lane. Following the road further into the district, you soon find yourself in a square. There are more shops and restaurants here, and children run around playing games, while their parents gaze in historic windows. Walking down to the bottom of the square, you stop at a cafe that used to be the fire hall. There's an old fire truck next to the red brick building, and when you enter, a chandelier with fake candles to set the mood hangs from the high ceiling. The mosaic floor meets a Victorian-style counter. The grand mirror on the wall makes you feel like people could have been grabbing coffee from here for the last 100 years. You purchase a warm drink and a slice of pumpkin pie and settle and to watch the colorful leaves blow in the wind outside. Finding a table near the window, you listen to the general background noise of the cafe, the espresso machine blowing steam, metal spoons clinking against ceramic mugs, the chatter of people enjoying a coffee break, the whoosh of wind every time the door opens, and the music playing softly under it all. This is the perfect place to spend a lazy afternoon, watching the people go by. The district has a unique mix of tourists, artists, artisans, and curious locals. To watch them pass with woolly scarves and pom-pomed hats, scattering the brown and orange leaves underfoot as they walk. The sweet taste of the pumpkin pie in your mouth is pure fall. Soon, the day is nearly over, and you decide to slowly make your way home. Stepping back into the crisp air, you take one last deep breath and savor the smell of fall. Dried leaves, wood smoke, and the faint aroma of cinnamon and nutmeg from the bakery down the street. Walking back out of the distillery district, you meander through the residential streets to the east, back through the Canary District and under the Don Valley Bridge. You follow the road to Queen Street. As you walk east, the street becomes more residential. Families greet each other as they return home for the day. Golden light from the setting sun paints the sky and trees with warmth. Walking by rows of historic houses, you admire their architecture and the seasonal decorations, and you see kids playing in the park again. Turning onto your street, you feel grateful for this day and look forward to the adventures tomorrow holds. For now, you're content to rest, knowing this vibrant city will be there to explore again whenever you like. You push open the front door of your home, feeling the warmth of the house and the comfort of familiarity. Take one more deep breath. Inhale the comfort, exhale any lingering tension. Allow your mind to rest, feeling grateful for the calm and peace you carry with you. As you drift off to sleep, hold on to the serenity of this day and let it guide you into a restful slumber. Thank you for joining us on this journey through Toronto. We hope it brought you peace and relaxation. Be sure to subscribe to Cozy Noah Vibes for more calming stories and soothing sounds. Until next time, sleep well and sweet dreams.